right, good evening, everyone. This is my town administrator report for December 16th, 2025. I hosted a coffee hour, as we do every month, in the Parlin Room because I'm running out of places in the public and it's pretty cold outside. But the discussion included questions about tax relief, upcoming infrastructure projects like sidewalks, potential grant opportunities, and general budget topics, which I'm guessing will be topics that we handle heading into the town meeting season. I'm going to hold these monthly because we're heading into that town meeting season, and the next one will be here at Town Hall on January 13th, and then I will start a tour of public buildings, hopefully the police station at some point, but the library as well. If people are interested in looking for information coming into this important town meeting season, they can sign up for email alerts, they can look at our municipal newsletter, and then follow us on our podcasts on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. A quick update from our Assistant Town Administrator and HR Director, Aubrey Thomas. So the town continues to work collaboratively with Carlisle Public Schools to streamline the HR process. Town Hall oversees payroll and benefits management, ensuring that employee compensation benefits are handled accurately. We also coordinate with the school to facilitate onboarding and training for new staff, ensuring that all employees have the necessary resources to succeed.
Can I ask a quick question on that? Is that part of our budget? Do we get credit as a town compared to the school? Because if we're taking responsibility off of their staff, similar to with the facilities, is there any monetary?
No, so they have staff that helps in the business office, but we do supplement a great deal of it here.
But we've taken that on, so we've taken off. From
It's always been there.
We've always been doing it for the school?
Yep.
Oh.
We're just trying to make it more robust and collaborative. And on that note, to streamline that communication support, Aubrey has formalized points of contact for different HR-related questions and tried to direct staff to make sure that the right person is answering their questions to reduce frustration and make sure we're not getting redundant questions. So we're continuing to work on this collaboration and process to make it better. Adding an HR department has changed the way that we interact here. So it's less employee-based and more system-based, and that's going to continue to grow and improve.
It's great. I
Yeah.
just want credit for it.
In terms of department updates and information, first I want to talk about Gretchen. So she's volunteering as a tap dance instructor for the COHS, but they would like to compensate her for this. She did it for a while for free, and that's great, but they do pay all of their instructors, and we think that Gretchen should be paid for it. However, she needs to disclose that she holds 2 paid positions with the town, and you need to agree. So if you're willing to agree or want to talk more about it, you should vote to acknowledge or not and accept the disclosure that she submitted in your packet.
I move to approve the disclosure by a special municipal employee of financial interest as required by Mass General Law, Chapter 268A, Section 20D, for Executive Assistant Gretchen Gallimore to teach dance classes for the Council on Aging and Human Services.
Second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion or deliberation?
Tap away.
Never, hidden talents.
You can
Yeah?
join.
You can, yeah, we could all
Qualified.
go, and you don't
We
even need
qualified.
tap shoes.
You, the young guys.
Yeah.
You're going to have enough tap dancing to do.
David specifically requested that you participate. I wouldn't let her
boy.
down.
All right, let's do a voice.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you want to say something else?
I was moving on, but you
Okay,
haven't
let's
finished.
do a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, tap
We
away.
had
Live
said
it up.
What would happen, because she already did it this afternoon.
Well, I don't think she was getting paid yet.
Not getting paid yet.
Oh, okay.
This had to go, did you see the form she had to fill out?
No, I'm sure
Yeah,
it's
It's
robust.
ridiculous.
She's a great and ethical employee. I think she's doing
I
it
know,
right
yeah.
by the
Oh,
book.
no, I think
I
it's
know.
terrific, but I just looked at it.
I had to fill that out for the training that, the emotional intelligence, I had to do the same thing.
Yeah, we're trying to protect everyone from
Mm.
Yeah,
potential claims.
yep.
And we vetted all to make sure that it's legal and it's in.
No,
good
it's
faith.
good. It's good.
So this says that I would have a natural gas contract update for you, but I actually do, and it's really new, so I'm going to review just what I have now, but I will provide more detailed analysis of this later. So on the last time we talked about this, the price in front of you was $10.21 per decatherm. You authorized me to pay up to $11, and the next day it spiked to 10.87. So our advisor said that we should hold off and wait until there was a break in the weather. The next update
It's
for the
coming.
January pricing, it spiked again to 11.84.
It's not our friend.
However, the last 10 to 14 day shift in the market, and I don't understand the market forces, but it dropped because of the weather, tumbling down to 10,984, and we locked it in right there because we do think it's going to go 11.12.
Okay.
So it's still within your guidance, but not where it was, and I will provide you more evidence. But we did sign a contract
All right.
to lock us in.
Okay.
And a special thanks to our consultant who's all over it. All right, some budget updates. We talked
Housing rod.
a lot about that tonight. This update was really to inform you that we're going to be doing tonight's update, and I would advise people to go to the town administrator page under budget information, where we're posting all the analysis and information that was presented tonight in a, we hope, a neat and coherent way, dated so people can understand where we are in the budget process. Also, I provided you with a significant amount of health insurance discussion background. You did go over that tonight, but for those who are listening to this report, the budget projections assumed that the board would continue the 1% increase, which you did tonight. This is on the town contribution side, which lowers the impact on employees. Your stated goal is to continue to increase that until you hit 60%, which we did a comp analysis of area towns, and we are very low even at 60%. So this was something you decided a while ago. We also wanted you to consider a high deductible option and a potential ASA for people to switch to HSA, sorry, to lower their costs and premiums and lower our exposures and premiums, and you did that tonight. So for those looking for more information, we will be putting that out publicly and also discussing with all our employees those options. And lastly, about insurance, Aubrey's going to put together a proposal for an insurance advisory committee, which is a very formal investigation of our health insurance. If prices are going to continue to be 15 to 20% increases, then we do need to, in good faith, look at our plan structures and potential savings that might come from our plan structures. This is not going to be an easy thing. There's unions involved and employees, and the IAC is typically a look into that and a negotiation, almost like a union
But
negotiation.
is it made up of outside subject matter experts or
It can. So
internal people who volunteer?
we'll be looking for select board, finance committee, and then we'll bring in our consultant and anyone else that wants to inform it. And the unions will have reps, and so will the non-union people.
Okay.
But we got to look at it. Health insurance is crushing us. So the high deductible option is something we can do because it's just an ad and no one has to do it. This type of change is looking at things that would be forced upon employees, both good or bad, and that needs to be discussed and then eventually bargained with the unions and the non-unions in some sense. For a capital project summary and timeline, I submitted a document in your packet, and I encourage people to look at it, but it tries to capture the timeline for all of the big capital projects that are going on. I'm going to continue to update this and use it as a reference document because people keep asking, when does construction start, when is design? So it does help you see that, and I will refine it as details evolve. We finalized the contract for the elevator modernization project with New England Builders and Contractors. We expect this project to be completed within a one-year time frame from now, and the FY27 budget includes the initial cost of this borrow, which is interest only, and FY28 will see the realization of all the costs. The Town Hall bathroom renovation and mechanical room expansion, we signed a contract with Fort Meadow Builders and are working on a timeline for restoring and rehabbing all 4 Town Hall restrooms. Right now, it's in the permitting process. And although the MFC agreed that the contractor for the Town Hall mechanical room expansion was highly qualified, they chose not to proceed with the contract because of the cost, over $50,000. So instead, the facilities team is going to complete most of this work in-house using overtime and some of their skills and outsourcing the plumbing portion. So that should reduce costs for that project. It does put a little stress on the facilities department, but we're going to make sure that they're compensated properly. That'll help us save some money.
This is staff that are going to do the work.
Yes.
Not the committee.
I want to say, Steve Kinnearney stepped up to volunteer to do this. And he's not volunteer, he's going to get paid to do it,
Right,
but he's
but
going to
it's
actually save the
additional
town
hours.
some money
Good.
Yeah,
in the,
Right, great.
that's impressive. That's
All right, some
appreciated.
CPA project updates. The main one I have for you, or a couple here, is Cranberry Bog Dam number 1 repair. They did the ground penetrating work to look at the burrowing and the animal disruption that's causing some emergency necessary repairs. So the GPR is done, but the weather is, we're going to get to it when we can, when the contractor can fill in some of those holes and finish that project. The CHAT met with you tonight to talk about the Bog House. You're well informed on that, and we'll put out information for the public. Also, the Benfield keyless entry system. Our facilities department worked with the vendor to install new main building entry system and individual apartment entry systems. The project's now complete. We went and saw some final issues that residents were having. Some of it was training the residents to use it correctly, and others were just simply not working. So we identified that. Stephen's working with the vendor to make sure all of that is good to go. There is some user hesitation with the system that we're working on, but it's more of a training issue, and it's really Noah's issue, but we're trying to help facilitate that because these are our residents and we care about them. In terms of building construction projects and updates, I attended the police station renovation building committee last week. They decided not to reaffirm not doing alternates 2 and 3 on the project, which was some heating in the garage space that they don't think is necessary at this time. They also received a report from CMS that the dirt that is known now to be dirty has been exported. About 30 truckloads of dirt were taken out of that area. They do expect the cost of that to be $30,000 to $40,000, and there's probably conservatively 2 to 3 times more dirt, depending on
This is from Daisy's contamination?
from the contamination that was there. We're hoping that the end cost, and we do believe with the conservative estimate, that the end cost would be under $100,000, and that'll come out of your contingency. You also have to add the consultant that helped with this project, so we're still on track. The contingency is still intact, and the project is moving along at a good pace. Fire station renovation. CMS and Tecton continue to work through the design process, and I initiated contact with the new fire station renovation building committee to get them up and running and hopefully appoint a chair so that they can take over that process. Tecton and CMS are moving. Your building committee is going to meet them at some point, and then they'll start working together. But design continues even while this committee is getting assembled. Their main goal is going to be to finalize the conceptual design and to socialize the permitting process with the various boards, as you detailed and know. Some discussion topics that are upcoming. You're going to continue to review personnel policies as you discussed with Aubrey tonight. You have a goal review on your schedule for January, so make sure you're thinking about that over the
Or
holidays.
select board goals.
Select board goals.
Yeah.
Previous goals, yeah.
Yeah.
And those will inform my goals, so I care about them. So please do a good job. Your CPA wants to come in and discuss long-term CPA approaches. You heard a little bit of that tonight during the budget process, how to allocate the funds that are available, what CPA should be in the community. Those are good conversations to have. And as I said to you before, your legislative delegation, we have one scheduled with Representative Cataldo in January, and Senator Barrett has agreed to come in March. So you get to meet
Oh,
with both of
good,
them.
good.
We have reviewed and approved a bunch of signs in the Rotary and on town land that you can review. None of them violated your policy, which is good. And for staff recognition, I've got a couple to recognize here. Sandy, our treasurer collector, renewed her certified municipal treasurer certification and municipal collector certification. These are 5-year professional certifications. They require her to go to school and continue to be a subject matter expert in the concepts of treasury and collecting at a municipal level. Sandy is one of our financial foundations. Just her presence and her skill and her ability to guide all of our financial operations. Over the past year, she's worked not only to fund and support all town operations, but to analyze borrowing strategies and provide transparent financial information needed for you during these proposed major capital projects. So I bring a lot of this to you, but I vet it with her heavily, and she's involved in the entire creation of it. Having her in this role is a tremendous asset to taking advantage of her experience and strength. And we are working to make sure that post-Sandy, we have that same level of qualification. So that's part of our sustainable plan, but I don't think she's replaceable. So hopefully we can figure that out. And then your DPW director, James Hall, recently completed a 7-module Massachusetts Qualified Tree Warden training course, which sounds riveting. He knows more about trees, and he keeps pointing them out to me, and I told him to stop because it's too much. The trees are too expensive to remove. It is designed to educate tree wardens about what they need and how they can fulfill their duties, and there's a lot of things in Mass General Law that are related to being a tree warden. So it's a credit to him that he sought this out on his own to increase his knowledge And of course, the town will benefit from the certification. And now that we know that it exists, we'll demand that future gyms take it, so.
MQTW.
Hammer, it looks like a nail.
All right. Some dates of interest coming up. I am taking our a little afternoon holiday professional development with the staff on December 18th. So we're having an early closure here of Town Hall, and then there's some closures over the holidays.
Thursday, right?
Is that professional development?
Yes.
16, 17, 8.
I'm thanking my department heads for their
Right.
valuable contributions to the town. And then your meetings in January are on a regular schedule, unlike this month, so the 13th and 27th. I will hope to send out a draft after the chair and I discuss it tomorrow, so that you can see what's coming up in January, so that everybody can see it, because there's a few weeks off here. So want to make sure you're informed.
A draft agenda of the next meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's our timing, Scott, on the goals and the evaluation?
Oh, right. So you should be scheduling appointments to meet individually with Ryan now, and then you owe me your scoring and summary paragraph on, let's see, what did we say? We would present it on the January 13th meeting, so I forget the exact date, but it was I want to say January 6th might have been the date we
It's
talked
like
about.
a week before or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
So you need to meet with Ryan, finalize your review, and then send me your paragraph and scores by the 6th of January.
And the form is the
6th.
form
Wow.
that we've seen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What's that?
I'm just thinking, that's like the day after I get back.
Yeah, me too.
Well, you can, I mean, as long as I have it, honestly, by the end of that week, that's fine. I don't have to do too much to it, so.
Do you need that evaluation of him before the holiday here?
No,
No.
I don't need it.
Okay.
But you should schedule your,
When are you here, Ryan, between now and the 23rd?
I can make myself available, but I'm here next Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm off until January
Yeah.
January what?
5th.
The due date.
6th. The 6th is due.
Oh, okay.
no, you can have.
Book
to
him
get
up
it.
on
You
the
can Give you
5th.
the end of the week,
Yeah,
the 9th and
Yeah.
the 11th if you really want to. I mean,
okay. Now, if we can't find that form, it's,
I can resend it out.
yeah.
Be good. When did you-
Ryan sent it out with his self-evaluation.
Oh, great.
You did.
Okay.
So
I
we
didn't
have
get
that.
to
Same
that
as
one.
last year.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And
So it came from Ryan, so I can find the Ryan.
yeah.
When did you send that,
I know you sent
Ryan?
yours out,
A
yeah,
couple
last
weeks
week.
it was after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
so it was the around the end of November.
It was a week or so late, so
Yeah, we're
Take an
gonna,
extra
that's
week.
gonna affect your score.
take an extra week if you need to.
Well, we have to take an extra 2 weeks. Just endeavor to schedule your time with Ryan.
Self-review and goals, all right.